How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Bitcoin update. And what an insane weekend. We saw dumps across the board, and today we're seeing signs of reversals. We're going to discuss all of that, but let's look at some altcoins. Let's head over to the weekly time frame. Look at how much Bitcoin dumped that week. We saw a 4% minus on Bitcoin. Look at Ethereum. That went down 12.5%. XRP held up quite well, minus 6.8%. 13% from Sol. Sui went down 19%. Hyperliquid held up quite well, 13%. QNT 15, HBAR 13. So we're seeing crazy dumps from large caps, let alone what the smaller coins would have also done. So even though there are signs at the moment that Bitcoin is reversing, we're not totally out of the woods. This move up could be a trap. We all need to understand that. If you remember what I was saying throughout the last few videos, Bitcoin at the time was above 104.6k. And I had warned that if this is lost, we'd see a move down that hunts 100k. And if 100k is lost, we're going to see a further move down into 94, 95. Now, over the weekend, we did actually go under 100k, but we did not see a weekly or daily candle close underneath this low. So there's no true breakdown, but this does not mean we're out of the woods, guys. Please understand, because what I was saying over the last few days and weeks was that the 886 needs to hold. 100k was used as a pivot point. It was the 55 daily moving average. It's also the 786. And once you break through the 786 and 886 fib, that has to maintain a support for a new all-time high. Now, we did make a new all-time high, but we want to stay above it, go into price discovery mode, and hit the first target, 120k. In order to do so, we need to hold this golden pocket, it's now green, as support. So that's the 786 and 886 fib level, 100 to 104.6k. That's why I've been repeating many times on the channel. This is the area that must hold a support. And if we want to make progress, we want to hold higher lows, right? So 100k was used. We pumped back up into an expected resistance area, got that expected rejection, created this neckline. And one day in the future, once this breaks, you have a target set 120k. This also is the target anyways through the fibs. So nice that we have alignment essentially. Now 104.6k was lost, and that just starts to move back down towards the 55 daily, failing to hold that. It's more about the horizontal ranges rather than moving averages when we are caught up in a range. In ranges, moving averages are not your best friend. They don't work the best. So I like to use horizontal levels, 100k held, and now we're seeing signs of reversal. But what I was saying last week is that 104.6k needs to hold. So what happens now? Bitcoin is moving back up towards there. We don't want it to get rejected. That is what is still on the cards, a rejection to continue down even lower. Right now, we need Bitcoin to turn that area into support, and I would expect a further move back up. So there's a lot of importance on this, a lot of weight on this level. Keep your eye on it, because that's going to therefore mean if you see altcoin bounces and Bitcoin gets trapped, fails to flip this back into support, holds it as resistance to continue lower, the altcoin bounces that you're going to see right now are going to be false. That is it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to get educated, I have an ebook, Discord, and one-to-one mentorship plans. Use the links down below, and I'll see you over there.